Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to just reinforce what Madam Sunaida already told you about speaking test last month. Okay, for example, this question here is from 2021. So the situation given is there are many important ways to care for the environment, and here are 4 of those ways. You have to remember when you try to answer task 1 individual presentation, reducing the use of paper, reducing the use of plastic bags, reducing the use of fuel, reducing the use of electricity. You have to connect all of them back to the situation, which is ways to care for the environment. So you don't just talk about how to reduce paper use. You have to connect the act of reducing the usage of paper to caring for the environment. Remember that. And one of the ways you can do that is by using the L, the link part of the TEEL formula. The link part is what can save you from being off tangent. Okay, let's take candidate A's topic, reducing the use of paper. So you need to connect that back to caring for the environment, right? And then you will explain how to reduce the paper and how, and then why, and then you have to connect back to caring the environment. For example, let's say you can use cloud storage for your documents, and then reusable writing gadgets, not just gadgets, tools, like for example whiteboards, right? Even the small ones, the portable ones. And then maybe you can explain why. How does reducing the use of paper can help to lessen the pollution, let's say. So maybe you can say you reduce waste and you reduce the need to recycle. Even if you want to, recycle, it has such a positive connotation. We forget that in order to recycle things, we need to have more CO2 emission from the factories, right? We need more money to support such efforts. So rather than having the need to recycle, we can always reduce the use of things that need to be recycled after their first and only usage. What other things? Lessen the number of trees we need to cut down and other resources to produce paper, right? In this way, we can see that there's a cycle of ideas, okay? Caring for the environment, which is the situation. That situation needs to be the first thing that you mention and then the last thing you mention, so that it's a complete cycle of the idea. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to the examiners and my fellow candidates. So today's situation is there are many important ways to care for the environment. I personally believe that reducing the use of paper will help to care for the environment. First of all, we can use our cloud storage for our documents. We don't need to print them out. We can always refer the documents using gadgets such as tablets and laptops and computers. If everyone has the access to the documents, they don't need a physical copy of it. Other than using cloud storage, we can also use reusable writing gadgets or tools such as whiteboards, the small and portable ones. How can reducing the use of paper bring us to care for the environment? We can reduce waste. If we reduce the use of paper, we reduce the papers that we discard right after we use them. Moreover, we can reduce the need to recycle those papers. After the use of those papers, we will have to throw it away, and we need to recycle them. But in order to recycle things, we have to have more factories, more resources, and we will have more carbon emissions from those factories, which will in turn pollute the air further. The last point that if we reduce the paper, we can lessen the numbers of trees that we cut down in order to produce those papers, and not other resources that are needed when we produce papers. So if we use less paper, we use less resources, and at the end, we care for the environment. Thank you very much. Now refer to the notes for candidates B, C, and D topics in Muet Telegram group. Copy them and try to spend 2 minutes explaining each of the set of notes. Work in pairs so that the one listening can take note of the fillers and grammar mistakes and record for your own assessment. Bye!